As a young girl, Delilah was a baker's apprentice in Dunwall Tower. Years later, a painter in Sokolov Circle. Barrister Arnold Timsh paid her to paint portraits. Him, I knew. A nobleman, born rich. And now he was making a second fortune, seizing the assets of plague victims for the Lord Regent. But Barrister Timsh was also fighting a private war with his own niece. Something to do with the family fortune. Lurk was probably right. We needed to speak with the niece first. Her feud with the old barrister was something we could use. I got a message to the barrister's niece, and she claimed to know things about Delilah that no one else did. But the knowledge would have a price. I wasn't surprised. I went to meet her.
Should be waiting in Treatment Close. It's an alley just past the Wall of Light. You'll know it by 3 whitewashed skulls.
Let me know if you want to gamble on the hounds again.
Be advised, Bundry Rothwild. The Rothwild slaughterhouse has been reported missing. Remain vigilant. Report any suspicion.
Leaving while you still can.
Really? Where do you... Probably some mansion on Clavering, right? Come on, let's have it. Where I start. Get 'em, boys. What the? Someone's about to get...
Look at you, the master assassin. So you want to know about... Well, my uncle is bewitched by her, so we won't tell you anything. I require only 2 things. Get rid of my uncle, and bring me his last will and testament. In exchange, I'll tell you what you want to know about Delilah Copperspoon. And I'll pay you cold hard coin for your trouble. Come back to me when it's done. Let's meet at the docks when you return.
Emily Caldwin is still missing. Any person with information that leads to her discovery will be granted a substantial reward.
Somebody, get over here! Let's see what's inside you!
Gotta be here somewhere.
Everything seems in order.
You won't stay hidden for long.
Nothing after all.
All right, I give up. It was enough. The captain locked up the legal district.
Why's that?
The Hatters of the Trying to believe so. We don't need any more burglaries.
Better keep his eye on the key then. Hatters are likely to come after it. Huh?
Someone's supposed to be on duty over here.
Dice. Scout up ahead. Try to find out where Timsh is.
There's an equipment stash on the rooftops nearby. We've been anticipating doing a hit on Timsh for some time.
I know. Half the city wants him dead. We'll earn some gold on this one. I'll meet you up ahead.
It's Daud, isn't it? You wouldn't be in this district unless you were after Timsh's head.
What do you want?
Revenge. To do to Timsh what he did to me. I want him homeless, a victim of one of his own eviction documents. I've prepared one, complete with the forged signature of the Lord Regent. Please, go to my old apartment. It's right next to Timsh's estate. Here's the address, but I doubt you can get inside from the streets. There you'll find my journal, which contains the entire plot and everything you'll need. But you're a businessman like I once was. I don't expect you to do this for free. If you do go to my apartment, you'll find something stashed there. Consider it your payment in advance.
Nice.
I've always wondered, what does he smell like? Rotting flesh, wild flowers. Does he ask you questions? I wonder when he'll speak to me.
Here's one last lesson, for old time's sake. The barrister was a champion at finding his enemies' weak points, but he didn't see Delilah as a threat until it was too late. No one's watching Delilah now except you. And me, of course. I see everything. I see forever. And right now, I see a man walking a tightrope over a sea of blood and filth. The Empress is dead, and the water's rising. You've got Rothwild packed into a crate, bound for the frozen north, Daud. Surprisingly clean work for a man with so much blood on his hands. Did the Empress change you? Or do you think this will help you dodge what's coming? You'd better hurry. You're running out of rope.
What a relief. After Talia's visit this morning, I thought the barrister was ready to start a war.
Wait, who is that?
Maybe wind or something. Can't say I like it.
They, as you know, are on the Do Not Touch list. Being a little too close to home. I'm afraid you have to settle your dispute with them by some other means.
Probably.
Naturally, I have little cause for concern. Regents tend to that, granting me special immunity to all legal provisions concerning the plague. Of course, the Regent leaves the smartest and most capable in the city unencumbered by plague provisions. Why? I keep the document with me at all times. Ah. What makes you among the smartest, would you say? Just an example. Then you had play. Oh, yes?
Der Hand dies.
Ask me how. How, sir? The key is to create a buffer zone. Take the areas that surround the empty. What do you think is done?
Der Hand dies. That's strange. Timsh doesn't name himself the beneficiary in the will. He's giving the inheritance to Dunwall. Who are you?
I understand your curiosity. I'm strange. I was a baker's apprentice in Dunwall Tower. A friend to Jessamine when we were girls. Then afterward, I made my name as a painter. Now, I'm obviously something much greater. I hope that satisfies you. Because you won't get more. I ought to just kill you. But I'm going to give you a warning for the sake of my sisters, who were very impressed with you once upon a time. Stay away from me. There are great changes coming, and I'll expect you not to interfere. I have influence in places you won't expect. But as for Arnold Timsh, do what you want. I won't hold a grudge. I'm done with him.
Is that who you were looking for? Well, she's a bit of a bitch. And the artwork's hopeless. Oh, no,
Mother, this is Arnold. If you happen to awaken while no one's present, I've prepared this for you to remind you of recent events to help clear your mind and put you at ease. The plague is worth checking out.
Barrister Tim. Position. He says to bring
What is that horrible stench?
I'll admit, I didn't think the arrest was going to work. I guess that's why you're calling the shots.
person with information or discovery will be granted a reward.
Dice.
What was that?
This area is under lockdown. Any unauthorized individuals are to be considered suspicious and confronted immediately with lethal force.
The barrister's enemies caught up to him. He's in custody as a plague victim. Here's the will as agreed.
That'll do nicely. Perhaps better. But you were promised information. Well, my uncle came under Delilah's spell. He was obsessed with her. Everyone knew she'd been a servant at the tower before she studied under Sokolov. She was a painter, an artist. Beneath my family's class, for certain. My uncle became infatuated. But he looked older and made us keep candles lit all night. He was afraid of the dark. One night we all went to Waverly Boyle's for a seance. It was an amusement. We didn't know what we were doing. I thought only the dead appeared at seances. But suddenly Delilah was in the room with us. My uncle nearly died of terror. She was there, but not there. We saw her as if she was very far away, standing in the old Brigmore Manor, painting at an easel, painting a name. It was your name, Daud. That's all I know. I hope you find what you're looking for.
Timsh is ruined. He'll rot in Coldridge Prison if they don't send him to the flooded district. It's poetic, I suppose. Maybe I was wrong about you, Daud. Are you ready to go?
Let's go home.